If your iPhone says iPhone unavailable or security lockout, do not panic and do not download some tool promising to unlock it instantly. Most of those tools do nothing but steal your information. This is not damage. It is not a virus. It is Apple's own security feature, working exactly as designed. In this video, I'll break it down step by step, what it means, why it happens, how long it lasts, and the only safe way back in. Security lockout happens when someone enters the wrong passcode too many times in a row. Apple built this feature to protect your iPhone if it's ever lost or stolen. Think about it from Apple's side. If a stranger picks up your phone, they should not be able to sit there guessing passcodes all day until they get lucky. So after a certain number of wrong attempts, Apple locks the device temporarily. Depending on your iOS version, you'll see either iPhone unavailable or security lockout. This is not an error message. It is a timer. And that timer exists to slow down anyone trying to break into your phone, including you, if you've simply forgotten your own passcode. This is where most people panic unnecessarily. The lockout time increases with each wrong attempt, and it escalates on purpose. After the first several wrong attempts, you might see a 1-minute lockout. More wrong attempts push that to 5 minutes, then 15, then 1 hour. If failed attempts continue, the lockout can stretch to several hours. Tapping the screen repeatedly or trying to force your way through does not help. It does not reset the timer, and it does not speed anything up. The only thing that actually works is waiting out the current lockout, then entering the correct passcode once the timer ends. If you know your correct passcode, patience is genuinely the fastest legitimate path back in. Many people assume something is broken because the phone still allows emergency calls, but nothing else. That's intentional. Apple allows emergency SOS access even during lockout, because safety features should never be locked away. Everything else, your apps, messages, photos, stays protected until the correct passcode is entered. This is also why a normal security lockout does not automatically erase your data. Data erasure is a separate, optional setting called Erase Data after 10 failed passcode attempts. If you never turned that setting on yourself, a standard lockout will not delete anything. Your data is still there, waiting behind the timer. Before doing anything else, check whether you have a backup. If you have another Apple device signed into the same Apple account, open Settings, then iCloud, and check the date of your last backup. You can also check on a computer using Finder or iTunes if you've backed up that way before. Knowing you have a backup changes everything about your next decision, because it means you can recover your data even if you eventually need to erase the device. Do not skip this step. Erasing without checking for a backup first is the single most common mistake people make when they panic. If you're locked out because you genuinely forgot your passcode, here's the safe path. First, wait for the current lockout timer to finish completely. Once it ends, try passcodes you may have used before, old birthdays, previous codes, or common combinations you've used in the past. If you still cannot get in and the lockout continues, your next option is using Erase iPhone directly from the lock screen, if that option appears on your screen. This will erase the device. But if you confirmed a backup exists in step 4, you can restore everything afterward. After erasing, set up the iPhone again, and choose to restore from your iCloud backup or computer backup during setup. Sign back in with your Apple account, and your photos, messages, and apps will return. This is the official Apple-supported recovery path, unlike random unlocking tools that cannot bypass Apple's security at all. Let's quickly cover what people get wrong. Mistake 1. Downloading third-party unlocking software. These tools cannot bypass Apple's security system. At best, they do nothing. At worst, they install harmful software or steal payment information. Mistake 2. Repeatedly tapping the screen during lockout, hoping it resets the timer. It does not. Mistake 3. Panicking and erasing the device immediately without checking for a backup first, as we covered in step 4. Mistake 4. Assuming security lockout means the phone is broken or infected. It's a protective feature, not a malfunction. So, if you see iPhone unavailable or security lockout. It's a built-in Apple security timer, not a bug and not a virus. Wait out the lockout period before trying again. Never use third-party unlocking tools. They cannot bypass this system and may put your information at risk. If you truly forgot your passcode, check for a backup, then use Erase iPhone from the lock screen and restore afterward. This feature exists to protect you, even when it feels frustrating in the moment. If this guide helped you understand what's really happening, subscribe for more honest, no shortcuts iPhone security explainers like this.